And Colonel Sutherland, you just kind of dropped a bomb there that maybe people inside the military know, the intelligence community, maybe even some of the forward thinkers in the think tank community. But I think for most of the American people, they still believe that Pakistan has been an ally that we've been shoveling, tens, if not hundreds of billions of dollars of assistance to since the terror attacks on 9/11. So can you go back and walk us through exactly what the situation is? Because I think you've already shocked the American audience.
Well, let me explain what the situation is now so we can plan for the future. China wants to dominate South Asia. And after North Korea, China's closest ally is Pakistan. And China expects Pakistan to help it achieve its goals of domination of South Asia. Now, China cannot dominate South Asia unless Afghanistan becomes a client state of Pakistan, and also India becomes sufficiently isolated. So what we're seeing is China moving into South Asia economically through the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, which is the flagship of China's Belt and Road Initiative. But China wants more than that. China wants to move into South Asia militarily. And over the last several years, Chinese and Pakistani military officials have had unpublished meetings in which they have discussed Chinese military bases on Pakistan's Arabian Sea coast, in particular in the area around Gwadar near the Iranian border. Now, why is China doing this? We know that China is building military bases on islands in the South China Sea. China has a military base in Djibouti, which is at the entrance of the Red Sea on the route to the Suez Canal. So a military base on Pakistan's coast would be the link between those two. And in particular, a large Chinese military base near Gwadar puts it right at the mouth of the Persian Gulf and allows China to control the vital maritime lanes of the northern Indian Ocean. That's why India will play such a vital role in working with the United States and other Quad partners in order to stop Chinese hegemony in the Indian Ocean region.
Boy, I remember, I know how vital that is. When I was a naval officer in the 70s on a destroyer with the 7th Fleet, we were over there for the Iranian hostage crisis, and that's where you just pointed out where Gonzo Station and Camel Station, where we had the two battle groups, were. So to know that the Chinese are down there with the Pakistan, I think really wakes up the American people about how critical our alliance with India is. Walk through, when people talk about this Indo-Pacific strategy, because it's kind of a new concept getting out there to the American people. Can you walk through exactly what we mean by that and how important this is?
Well, it's really combining a traditional strategy in the Pacific, and in this case is countering communist China. But the Indian Ocean region is obviously, very important for all the reasons that I pointed out, because China is trying to dominate the sea lanes from the South China Sea all the way through the Malaccan Straits, through the Andaman Sea, into the Arabian Sea, and to Africa, and then through the Suez Canal into the Mediterranean. So it becomes extremely important to develop not just a Pacific strategy, but an Indo-Pacific strategy that includes India, because India will play a very important role. India is not just the world's largest democracy. It's not just a growing economic and technological power, including space, but it's going to be vital to counter Chinese aggression in a connected Indian-Pacific situation.
Colonel Salen, tell us, what about this conflict that's going up right now? They're actually entangled up on the in Chinese-occupied Tibet. We got I don't know how much time we got, Jack. We want the Colonel to stay over, but what is that conflict about right now up on the border?
We have 90 seconds till the break, but we'd love you to stay over, Colonel.
All right. Well, these areas are actually traditionally and historically Indian territory. When you're talking about all of Kashmir, Ladakh, Gilgit, Baltistan, and even Aktay Chin, which both with China is occupying and is trying to encroach more on traditional Indian territory in the Ladakh region. So China is really what they call salami slicing pieces, trying to cut off pieces of traditional Indian territory by moving in troops, moving in facilities, and things like that. And then recently, the Indian Army fought back, challenged the Chinese salami slicing, and actually administered a tremendous defeat on the Chinese in Ladakh.
Okay, Colonel, this is Jack Maxey. We're going to have to take a break here, pay some bills. We're super psyched to be talking to the world here today about the 74th anniversary of Indian independence and the importance they play in the world. Back in just a minute.